I'm going to get me a clicker. I'm going to splurge and get a clicker. This is the low-tech channel. This is like local public TV or something. We live off your donations, your subscriptions. Khalil Gibran says, a work is love made visible. Gibran, I mean, isn't that pitiful? I don't know how to pronounce it. Sure do love his work. Work is love made visible. The other message I got this morning was about running in place. You know, putting in a lot of work, and it seems like nothing's happening. And, you know, in fact, sometimes, you know, if the current is really strong and you're swimming against the current and you have to exert so much energy just not to lose ground, you know, but do you? You know, maybe it's better to wait for more favorable conditions. I don't know. Love made visible. Okay, the first two cards out. Wow. Fool. First card in the Major Arcana. Card of Aries. Fire sign. And King of Wands. Fire sign. Let's do it. You know, that's, go ahead, swim against the current. In any case, exert your effort. If that's where you want to go, you know, set your intention, set your sights, and do it. You know, does it come easily? No, it doesn't. But are you dedicated to the task? Yes, or whoever this is. I don't know if that's you or somebody you're dealing with. It's somebody who wants to take the risk on a new beginning. That's Fool energy. To lean into it. You know, right on the edge. And leaning into it. Still holding on to this fairly fragile anchor. And ready to let go. And I don't think it's foolish. I think it's brave. Six of Cups. This is with, in regard to somebody you've loved a long time, or somebody this person has loved a long time. And King of Wands is ready to demonstrate it, to show it, to reveal it, to be open about it. That's the only way to begin. There may be a returning soulmate involved. This King of Wands may be the soulmate determined to return. Five of Pentacles. Well, this is sort of love not made visible. Pentacles speak to 3D, you know, what's here. And this is kind of what's not here. This person feels abandoned in a very real, demonstrable way. You know, and it's a little bit like the keyhole is within reach. This person doesn't feel like they have it. Not sure whether or not that's true. But they're in a real, their energy has been drained in trying to be there for somebody, trying to make something real. And, okay, bottom of the deck, Strength card, other fire sign. You know, they may be trying to have the courage to try one more time. This is a sort of position of can be of humiliation. But there's something about this person And I think these are two different people. They've rallied their strength. They've pulled themselves up, you know, by their own bootstraps. Wheel of Fortune under Fool. Look, I think these guys, in fact, do make a good match. Because I think these are two different people. But they're both operating in their fire energy, you know. Haven't given up. Know what I want. Gonna try. Gonna work as hard as I have to, even if it feels like I'm running in place. Somebody's in Fool energy and somebody's in the energy of bravery. Wheel is, you know, the path. And a change of events that is perhaps beyond your control. But it happens because you've done the work of strengthening yourself, getting strong, you know, getting up on your feet. That bootstraps thing, I think that expression is bullshit. You have to have boots, you have to have straps, you know. Sometimes we're in that feeling of like, I don't have anything. Is she barefoot? I do believe she's barefoot. No boots, no straps. But there's internal hear me roar kind of energy. So something new is coming in. On Five of Pentacles, we have Seven of Cups. Card of uncertainty, of not knowing where to invest one's feelings, of taking time to, you know, to try to figure it out. And there is a choice. He's pointing to one cup. All of them are upside down. This person doesn't know what to feel about this situation. Except maybe they're, you know, one option is to feel defeated, drained, done. And there's some hope here, you know, maybe under this cup, maybe under that cup. One of them is flowing. Tell me about Wheel of Fortune, please. What's happening to this person to allow this incredible forward movement? Maybe not in that, you know, it may look still as if they're running in place, but they're not. They're something in their attitude is advancing the cause and speeding things up. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I was in my head asking, what does this Knight of Swords want to communicate? Ten of Cups. See, Wheel is 10, the number 10 in Major Arcana. 10 in Cups energy. From Seven of Cups, being outside and trying to figure out what happened. What am I supposed to do now? Who do I connect with now? evidently somebody's coming in to say something, and it has to do with, perhaps you're my Ten of Cups. You're going to know, Sword energy, who your Ten of Cups is. And it's somebody willing to take action and take the risk. King of Wands, full card. Somebody who's confident. So are you. Who's more confident than the person who has built themselves up through abandonment and through confusion? You know, what happened? What happened to this connection? And they've managed to draw strength from themselves, not from an external thing. On Six of Cups, oh, that's that Ten of Cups, yeah. There's great potential for love and happiness here, for all the cups being filled, right? From this state of confusion, left out in the cold, and what happened? This person intends to give it their all. On Fool, Lovers. We've gotten this card, I think, in the last 4, maybe more readings. Card of Gemini. You know, to go from 5 of Pentacles. Well, let's see, how does this strength person who has summoned their internal fortitude and realized that's what they can trust. Bruce, you're wagging your tail in my face. What do they think about this message coming in? Rue, that's not it. Oh, come on. Can you move your hiney quarters up? Sweetheart, that's not a good... Why am I so loath to move the cat? Well, because she's my roommate. Technical difficulty. Come on, there we go. Good girl. Go on, keep moving. Either lie down or go away. That's it. Okay, good girl. That's the comic relief here. Okay, where were we? What does this strength person feel about this? It's kind of a tentative, you know, how would we even make this work? You know, really, in 3D, you know, where have you been? Tell me about King of Wands. Where have you been, King of Wands? Because 6 of Cups, he's returning to his 10 of Cups person. I mean, this is the one for whom he feels the most. You know, he, I want to say, desperately wants this, except King of Wands isn't desperate so much as they are just determined. They know it. They feel it. Every impulse in them says, go back to this one. It's like, ready, set, go. This is sort of the ready. It's a card of looking toward the future. And somehow he's thinking, I can do this soon. And the strength person may not be very impressed. You know, if you've been in this state a long time, Pentacles speak to time, maybe 5 years, out in the cold, fending for yourself, left wondering, because this is a card of, you know, confusion, illusion. Did I even imagine that this person was ever here? You know, I had to summon my own strength to get through this, and I did. And this Page of Pentacles may be, pages are usually messages. Can also represent like a lesson, a takeaway. Okay, and Knight of Swords, I think, is saying, I'm coming. I'm on my way, you know. I'm almost there. And it's in divine timing. This person will arrive. Card of Wheel of Fortune, a card of the wheel turning, you know, so that everything slips into place. All the pieces of the puzzle suddenly, or the gears suddenly mesh, and things can move forward. And they're going to move forward fast. This person is going to, at the very least, get in touch and have something to say. And I think it's going to be fairly tentative at first. You know, it's a page, you know, what they're able to actually do right now is send a message saying, I'm here. I'd like to give to this. It does seem fairly puny in light of the Five of Pentacles out in the cold a long time. But this King of Wands wants to begin this kind of relationship. You know, he means business. He's no lie. He's determined that this is the right thing. This is the way to go. This is my match. They're saying, look for the 6. Look for the 6. Card of the soulmate, card of the twins. You know, the yin-yang energy, the person who, with whom we mesh, the gears that, you know, it isn't gears because that sounds so mechanical, but the, you know, the gears mesh. Tell me about this Three of Wands. It's fairly quickly. This is something they plan to do in the near future. And this message may come in at the moment, divine timing, when the Leo person, I mean, there's a Leo all over this, Leo, Aries, Gemini. When this courageous person is, you know, feeling good again, feeling ready to move on, and in comes the message that says, you know, I'm poised. What's happening for these two? Is there doubt on the part of this lion person? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles thinks that this is extremely slow. And in fact, she's slowed down. She's her expectations are not high. It doesn't bother her. You know, she's here living her best life. There's been a turn of fortune for her. And I think this is more like she's just going day by day in her authentic Pentacles way. She's not in dreamland, you know, she's not living in the fantasy of what will happen, what has happened. She's certainly not out and about fretting over this person who's not here. Tell us again about the message that's coming in very slowly. Well, Queen of Pentacles is just living her life. She's gone from 5 of Pentacles to Queen of Pentacles. You know, that's an enormous change of fortune. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Swords. I think she's gone on with her life. And Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups. You know, it isn't really giving up, but it's just like, my heart will not be open indefinitely. Particularly if I've faced this kind of situation by myself. And I've gotten strong enough. Perhaps to give up, to walk away. You know, maybe in pursuit of my own happiness. I'll fill my own cups, thank you very much. Remember, the other guy is in 10 of Cups. This is what we could be to each other. This is what we are to each other. This is what we've always been to each other, 6 of Cups. I'm willing now to begin. I'm willing to take the leap. In Aries energy, toward this relationship, I'll risk it. And I think Queen of Pentacles is slowly but steadily in her life moving towards something real. And it might be toward what makes her happy, he, she, they. She's done work. You know, she's done oh so much work on her own to build her own life, you know. She's gone from this place of deprivation to like, I take care of myself. I'm good, thank you very much. I'm in a state of plenty, not in the state you left me in. Not the same person. And there's a bit of that, like, initially it might be a reject. She might walk away. But if she does, perhaps she, he, they, walking away from their own joy. We have the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Cups. And it might be that, you know, this is another card of moving on from something that was stressful into something that makes me happy. And the question for me is there forgiveness here? I mean, she really has done the work. She may have built her finances back up. You know, we've got a few kinds of work here, a few kinds of pentacles. Here's the work pile. It's like piled up. It's, she may be a writer. She may be a gardener. She may be a healer. But she's done enough, he, she, they, to be able to sit back and enjoy the fruits of her labors. And it's given her some degree of peace of mind to focus on her own happiness. There's a block. There's a crossroads. I think she's come to a crossroads. I mean, can she move forward with this? Hermit energy. Virgo. This is a deep consideration of this person's role in it. She's not judging, what did the other guy do? Why did he leave me by myself? Blah, 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 blah. She's trying to figure out her own role. His, her, there. And it entails a kind of withdrawal to do it. Magician. Card of manifestation. As is Three of Wands. This looking, you know, this waiting for the thing you've manifested to become apparent. Magician. Tower. Five of Cups. High Priestess. I think it's, you know, this person, this Queen of Pentacles. We have, this is Gemini, Virgo. We have Gemini in Lovers and Virgo and Hermit on the board. I think this person who's been waiting and sad, there's been some kind of event that, you know, blew that up. Like, you can't go back to that. There's no going back to that. This block, this indecision is out now. The dam is broken, and because this person has gone inside and looked at their own role in this. That's incredibly brave. We already know this person is brave and able to take care of herself. But I think she, you know, she's open to partnership. She's open to something long-term and real. She'll know it when she sees it. Fives indicate a need for change. Out of sadness and this feeling of abandonment, she's built herself, he, she, they built themselves back up. And now the old thing is gone. It's sort of like magician, you know, how the magician can, it disappears in a puff of smoke, or, you know, you open the box and they're gone. Been able to manifest something new in the space created by taking out the trash. And I think the trash in this case, what needed to change was her own feeling of going down the drain. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Cups. It's moving toward this kind of happiness for this soulmate couple. I think King of Wands will persist and prevail. He's going to have to put in the effort. Her effort has been into looking at what's been my role in this. And that's kind of cleared her mind and her ability, his, her, their, I'm sorry, gender really isn't the point. Most of the people who watch my channel are women anyway, so that, or men who understand women, are sympathetic to women, or in touch with their feminine side. Magician, major manifester. I think, too, they've discovered, this hermit person, their own power. And now know how to bring it into 3D life. Into 3D life. You know, it's the very beginning of the journey. There's been lost time, all these Pentacles energies, maybe 5 years even. But there's been there's been a turnaround, and now it's like starting from scratch. Could King of Wands do that? Absolutely. Starting from scratch. You know, and that feeling of running in place. But we haven't really run in place. We've progressed through these Cups energies, through all the feelings, until we're like, somebody's been washed clean. They're ready to start. They're ready to own it, King of Wands, to take responsibility for it. My legs are just going all a tingle. I think this is good news, guys. King of Swords. Messages coming in.